Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today is October the 1st on the game and the corn is finally ready. So it's all ready to harvest. I have harvested the alfalfa, it's currently growing again. Let's run down here, show you what I've got in this field. I've got weeds as well, so that needs to be dealt with. That's the canola field, and there's a lot of weeds. And this is the rye field. So with this rye you will get some weed issues. Not weed issues, as in straw. You get some straw with the rye. That's why I put it on the smaller field. So yeah, that's why I've only got a small field now of rye, because I just done a big harvest of wheat on the big field. Now I've got 21% in this. So what I'm going to do, get him to go to the shop, pick up some more. My concern is, where is he going? He's doing donuts. Where are you going? That's better. Right. So, tools for today. I'm going to need my big truck, and I'm going to park it here for now. Luckily the silo's just there, so I don't have to go too far. I have a combine as well. Hopefully I can get out of this gap. Just. And for the corn ladder, it's over there. Okay, so that one's connected. So, do I still need to connect this? Or has it auto done it? Let me just check something. my manual attach still on? Yes. So this is not operational? No. There it is. Should be operational. There you go. So hopefully this does not take long to cut. I've got 3 fields to do. It shouldn't take long, but I'm hoping I got enough space in my silo as well. Yeah, we're filling up pretty quickly. I'm just gonna check on my... It's nearly there. My tractor's nearly there, so I'm gonna get him to fill up with herbicide and I can spray the weeds while I'm cutting. There you go. Right on cue. So if I go to pallets, herbicide, there's no other cheaper options. Nope. I can have it refillable. I'm gonna buy 2 of them. That should do all of it. I probably will only need 1 to be fair, because I think the last time I'd done it I used 80% on all my fields. There you go. So, what field was it? 18. Let's see if he gets there in one piece. Now I'm going to cheat a bit, I'm going to go around both fields here. It should make a difference. So I had good nitrogen on these fields, but I didn't have the best in pH, so I'm not expecting the best yields. But once I'm cut and I'm done with the harvest, I will lime it again. before putting the next crop in. And it looks like I'll be able to go around the field once and then it'll be full, so I'm at 50% now. Let's just have a look. Yield is quite high so far. Most of it is going to be in the 80s to 120s or 125s and yield percentage, so it's not too bad. This section there, the other side of the road, and the other bit over there by the cemetery, I'm debating whether to turn that into little fields of like potatoes or something, or the new crops like carrots or beetroot. Just as a little extra little job on the side. It'll probably be beetroot maybe, but I might have to hire the equipment. At the moment I've only got 40,000 because I'm poor. Right, so that's 76% already. I was expecting to be at 100%. I'm just going to turn around and go the other way now, just because the pipe was on the wrong side. So if I go this way, it'll open up the field a bit more. What I'll do is I'll just put the pipe out. That way I can jump into the truck in a second, turn around. Now that I've got the better trailer for it, and unload. I'll stop there. Put the handbrake on. Jump into this one. This is a nice easy turn trailer. It's got rear steering on it, so it's good for tight spots. And if I put it about there, I should be able to use manual discharge. There you go. And if I take off the handbrake, the header starts. Now, does it stop? No, it doesn't stop. It just cuts the power. So, we're getting there. 1,000 to go. Let's go. So I've got 4 silo bins, which means I can have 4 different crops, realistically. Now, my main concern is how much corn I'm going to get. I don't think it'll be over 100,000 with these 2 fields, so it should be good. My next concern is the big field directly in front of us across the creek, because that's a bigger field. While I'm thinking about it, where is my tractor? Okay, he's just gone on a road trip. I'll leave him to it. And I'll do the spraying. Maybe on camera, maybe off camera, depending on when he gets here. So in terms of crop next to go into this one, we're in October, so we're nearly into winter now. I might do a sorghum or something, I don't know yet. Yeah, I'll put the camera on so I'm doing a bit of in-cab driving, which will help me line up the outside pretty good, but look at that. Just double checking my handiwork, looks good. Don't know why the cruise control set so low, but there you go. Oh, I've bottomed out. There's a bit of a bank to this. I think I bottomed out, or the cruise control didn't go on. Either way, it stopped. So we're at 47%. And we're getting a very good yield on this field at the moment, which is really, really good. There you go. Nice. Everything seems to be working out pretty well here. Now I'm using keyboard and mouse at the moment because I have not got the steering wheel plugged in again. I would keep it plugged in, but with the Logitech, when you turn the computer on, it spins one way then the other way, and it does it about 6 times for some weird reason. I don't like it because it clunks around, so I'll keep it unplugged. Whereas if I plug it in straight away when everything's loaded up, then it cycles once. It likes to disconnect and connect and do all that good fun stuff. So if I cut this field and that field over there, that would be a good start. I do have to say the floor texture with the little weeds that are showing up, little bits of grass, is pretty nice. Don't usually see that. My tractor's just got to the field, so give me 1 second. You have just arrived. No course. There is going to be a course on this field. 2 headlands, 3 headlands, generate course. I'm going to do sharp. Cut the work. Actually, can I change that in the course thing? I like to make it slightly shorter because, as in the working width, so that it overlaps. Right, he's off. Now back in the combine. But my greatest concern is when you do the first outer row with the sprayer, it might catch the trees. But I'm hoping it won't. So, what's going to be my first investment when I sell all these crops? Probably expanding the farm. Like, I need more fields. So, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to need to contemplate where to put a couple more barns for storage for tractors and implements, bits and bobs like that. Yes, so I'm very limited on space on this farm at the moment because it's only a small farm, but I'm trying to expand. Not just in one little section of the map like I did on Huron County. I want to spread across the map, get a couple of fields here and there. Right, the boom's out. Let's go get the truck. Yes, so I'm thinking of getting the little fields first before I get the big weird shaped ones, because to get them I'm definitely gonna need a upgrade to machinery, whereas I can get the biggest machinery possible, like the widest width combines, these um, cultivators and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to upgrade as well, because that's the wrong one. What have we got in here? That's not bad. Because what's my combine? It's a mid-tier one, 14,000. My head is 13.7 meters, which is probably the widest I can get, but I'm going to need more than one. If I'm doing multiple fields, I'm going to need to change my mowers up. I'm going to need a bigger forage harvester, stuff like that. Right, good to go again. So yeah, we're definitely going to need to upgrade some stuff, because at the moment I got 2 barns. They're both stacked to the rafters. You have to pull bits and bobs out to get to the implements you need, and you can't get everything in the sheds. So I'm going to definitely need a shed for things like chemicals, for example, herbicides, seeds, fertilizers, stuff like that. I'm going to need one for not so much bigger implements, but if I'm using small fields as well, I want smaller implements, so I want like a separate section for that. Whereas if I'm using like the root crop stuff, I can keep that all separate to my normal stuff, like my seeders and planters for my normal grain crops, stuff like that. And then I know where everything is, it's not scattered everywhere. And then I will have a bit more there's a deer floating in the air. I'll have a bit more machinery to do different contracts. I won't have to rely on borrowing machinery to do contracts. Not that I'm trying to do that, I'm only trying to do the ones that I can actually do. So the silage ones where you have to wrap the bales, I've not done, because I don't have a bale wrapper, I don't have round bales. So I'm being a bit picky to what contracts I can do. The grass contracts I haven't started yet, only because I'm half tempted to get the big Krone M500, the self-propelled mowers, or look into something else along that line, like bigger, wider mowers, etc. that can go on the back of the tractor and just absolutely run through it. But if I expand the fields and get more fields, I'm definitely going to need more than one combine, because I should have the speed on 3, which I just put back on, so I'm getting 3 times the speed of day or time, whatever. So I'm going to need another combine down the line, definitely. more sheds are required. And when you're only trying to use the stuff that came or has been released by Giants, plus the stuff that came with the map, obviously, the prices are a lot steeper and you're very, very limited. I mean, by the time I finish building the farm up ready to go, with the fields I got now, the silos and everything else, I've spent nearly 3 mil with customizations and stuff. So it soon adds up. So I reckon we could probably put another 6 mil into this farm before it's more efficient, or closer to being efficient. If you think about the Huron County series that I've done, I went through God knows how many tractors. I had 2 combines in the end, just trying to pick and choose what I needed. But I'm not going to try and do that now. I mean, I know I started and then got that big blue New Holland, the articulated one. That was alright, but it was a bit of a pain, so I got the class instead, which is, for me, a lot better. But down the line I'll probably get like a Fent or something like that. Sort of a lot of horsepower. Then you're looking at $500,000 for a tractor once you've put the guided steering and the sensors and everything else on it. The top of the line horsepower. It's just basically a game of how can you make it efficient in seasons and get your jobs done in time, because believe it or not, it's actually quite hard to do when you're time sensitive. If you remember on Huron County, I didn't use seasons, so I could just plant whatever I want. This one now you have to plan ahead a bit more, so that you know what you're going to plant, you know when you're going to sell. You've got to really work it out. You've got to make sure that you can get the crops planted in time. You got to make sure you get the right crops. You have enough time to do the field maintenance before planting, which is always a concern because you don't always have time. Yes, you got problems like that, and we will eventually get onto animals as well. So which will add another aspect to the game. Oh, I could turn that camera off now. So we're probably looking at about 50,000 for those two little fields. If I look at the chart, we've got 115% on field 11 down to 85, but that was only a little patch. Field 12 was basically 85. So yeah, both fields are done together, so you got 41,000. Is that right? Yep, 41,000 between the two fields. Now once you improve... Oh, I've got the parking brake on. Once you improve the soil to like perfect state with the pH value and the nitrogen, it should be a bit more than that, hopefully around 50,000. Ooh. There's a little bump there, it didn't like that. So if I put the corn in there, we're just harvesting the corn now. So what can we plant? I don't know if what my header can do. I'll do sunflowers with this header, so maybe a possibility to do that. What's my stock check so far? It's not too bad, it's getting there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this over here into this grassy section. And I'll leave it there for now. Just check on the sprayer. Make sure it's getting all the weeds. It looks like he's covering everything, which is good. He should be, considering. And I've only used 6% so far. So whilst he's spot spraying, killing all the weeds, that's very handy. Right, I'm going to leave the episode there. I'm going to pull that in. I'm just going to go over to this field over here. I'm going to cut that. And go from there. So I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.